start the stream.
Oh, did we start the stream?
Yeah, I started it right after you said that. I was like, oh shit.
Well, whatever.
Hey, it's all good. Just some worse shit has been done and said on Twitch in general. You can get banned for watching anime on Twitch.
So I mean, so we'll see. I have brought dishonor to our family.
Oh dear God.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Yeah. Alright, so I'd like to get, I want to get from Ghost, and I want to get, well, I should say from Zaya and from Zephy. Give me just a quick little recap from your perspective, especially Zaya, because I feel like last couple sessions were pretty, I guess, directly tied into your backstory. So Zaya, if you want to just give us a quick little recap from your perspective.
Well, getting caught off guard by this mutant fish creature thing, grabbing him from mid-teleportation of a Misty Step, kind of pissed him off.
Pretty hardcore.
And then when he got to find out that this creature was created by someone out of his lineage, his anger just got a little bit more.
Right, Avatar's long lost.
And now he has to deal with a dumb drunk barbarian who doesn't know how to stop drinking. He feels like he's the only sane person here, and he's the one who worships Asmodeus.
Okay.
Good high five.
Wait, but how is Violet not sane? She hasn't done anything to incur your wrath.
We'll get there.
Alright, and so, Zephy, what about your perspective?
Alright. Well, for Zephy, things have been really tough for her. Like, every person she cared about in Phandalin, including her own father, is dead. She got to actually do the life and light ritual that for him while he was looking at her when she was speaking the dead spell. She had vowed with, well, not really vowed, but she promised this one kid she'll help him get back home. That's what he wanted. And the other one she basically adopted as her own daughter. Then you have Pierce, who came a long way and was potentially going to become a great warrior to follow in Nirmax's footsteps. And then, that mist came in after the goblins ran off and died, and Nermac went in by himself. Something came in, boom, and it killed both Pierce and the little boy that was supposed to go back to his own. We were supposed to take back to his own village. Ripped both their heads off without us even seeing it. Somehow Ashen managed to live. We had a great battle against this creature. I did see that what happened with Zaya. He tried to teleport away. It's a common type of spell. I think you would know if you dealt with magic. You may not be able to cast it, but you know it. And he got yanked out of it. Like, that's not something any creature is supposed to be able to do that I'm aware of, or at least she is aware of. And seeing that, she's like, oh, shit. She really doesn't know what to think of it. She knows it has something to do with a Kraken, but Krakens first, I know, well, first she knows, doesn't have anything to do with that. Yanking people out. And now, after we chased it away with it apparently being like it's scared of fire, potentially, or just might be scared of Nermac because he's Nermac.
Right. That's a good point.
We went into there. We found magic items, but Zephy, for the first time ever, because she hasn't not had a chance to mourn or anything, she's in constant distress while trying to keep herself together to do what is needed for the party and for Ashen, her new daughter. She actually took a drink alcohol. But she held it in for her first time ever drinking. She stayed sober, She felt the effects but stayed sober.
Yeah.
And went in, found that Ashen and Violet managed to discover a hidden chest by either their own volition or by mistake. I believe it's by mistake because of how Ashen was reacting.
Yes.
And we know we have this one book that me and Ashen are reading. I read to her out loud, so she's learning at the same time as I'm learning.
Right.
Um, After that, we planned to head to Netherwinter, since it's the closest thing to what we needed, and this creature is what pertains to what's been killing people from trying to get help from Netherwinter to go to. I can't remember the name of that town because we're never going to get there.
Giledas.
Yeah, Giledas.
Yeah.
But we have collected the information we needed to go back. We end up skipping ahead 3 days with his familiar flying ahead to Netherwinter, and then all of a sudden we just hear him say, "We're fucked," and we all just look at him. He's like, "What the hell do you mean? What do you mean?"
Accurate.
And we stopped there before he told us what it was. I'm assuming after the session starts, his character basically just tells us what he means by "we're fucked."
Yeah, I
and
would hope so.
and that's where it basically stopped.
Okay. So, what I'd like to mention is while you guys were at this goblin's sort of main castle, obviously they were destroyed by this creature and the fog, the magical mist that came with it, and Nermac discovered, I want to say the fearless Nermac, just plundered into this castle without any fear whatsoever, no hesitation. He without I don't know without any sort of I guess time wasted. He quickly found the cellar and didn't hesitate to get himself drunk. But I liked that in his drunk stupor and sort of exploring the castle ruins, he accidentally broke this stonework that revealed that it was actually a sarcophagus, and someone fairly important, at least in history, was buried there. And I believe it was Halista herself, because it was her eyes that were placed on this sort of stone pedestal above her burial ground. And in an attempt to hide his destruction, Nermac, he reached in and accidentally ripped off this portion of the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
And so in an attempt to hide it, he just sort of shoved it back in and tried to cover it up with some crumbled up stone. But Zaya knew that it was a very powerful magic user throughout history because of the staff that was there.
And a familiar can see it.
Right, and exactly. It was pretty funny. So after you guys had basically spent some time resting there, there was a storm that was sort of brewing, and a really cold, like sort of Arctic chill in the air that Nermac was able to sense, along with some of you, the other of you that were a little bit more keen to the wilderness, but Nermac more so. He could sort of smell it and feel it, as almost like there was a change in the season, which struck him as odd given this time of year. Now, yes, you're right that Zaya sent his familiar to the main city, the capital of Neverwinter, only to find it frozen over in solid ice. Even seeing Nyankar, an old character from our previous campaign, frozen solid, which is a little bit odd as well, given that in the first, I guess this first round, he was able to escape that fate, but this time around, not so lucky. Now, the rest of you spending the 3 days or so traveling along the high road, you've made it to the roaming wolf. Marty Ogborn is still here. Seems to be no one renting very sort of ominous feeling and eerie feeling in the air.
He's still
Marty
alive?
himself seems to be on edge. However, you guys have arrived, we'll say, late night and have spent the night, so you should all be rested, fully, full stats, full health, all that. And as you sort of you wake up this morning and you find that you're upstairs again. You each have your own room. You smell fresh bacon and breakfast being cooked, and the strong smell of mead, as well as Marty seems to be preparing a breakfast for you all. And it's a lot colder than it was last night. So throughout the night, as you look out, some of your rooms have windows. It is blanketed in heavy snow.
Wait,
at least
is there still a hole in the side of the building from where the barbarian jumped through?
it's been patched up, but it's not fully completed. Marty has only spent several days working on it, but he's just been working at it slowly here and there. But it is patched up from the elements. However, it's not as well insulated in that area. And for the rest of the building, he's not really used to this level of snow. This is sort of an unprecedented amount of snow even for Marty. So he's sort of downstairs preparing breakfast. The rest of you are all waking up to a very cold, snowy morning. What do you guys? How would you like to proceed?
Actually, I have something great. Is Ashen awake?
Ashen would be awake with you as well, yeah.
Alright. I'm going to actually teach Ashen something.
Okay.
Or at least attempt to teach her something. Alright, we're going to go over to where the wall was busted open, but he's patched it up, but I'm certain there's probably still cracks in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Ashen over and say, hey, come here. Let me show you something that actually can be useful at times. You see these cracks here? All these cracks, we can take care of that. It takes like a minute to get rid of like 1 foot of it. And I will begin to cast the cantrip Mending. It'll take like a whole minute. I do tell her it takes a minute to be able to do it. See if she's actually interested in learning this cantrip.
Okay. Yes, so she'll focus on learning it with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going to spend the next little while casting this.
Yeah.
Fixing up Marty's patchwork job here.
I'm going to go ahead and fix up as much as I can while teaching her. So I'm knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm getting a potential favor out of Marty here.
Yes, exactly. Okay, perfect. And Violet, what would you be doing this morning as you wake up to a very cold, snowy?
Probably just slowly get out of bed and then head downstairs.
Okay.
Did Nermac try to slip in?
That would be so funny. I need to warm up.
Oh God.
That being said, I'm gonna jump over to Nermac. How would you be waking up to this snowy morning? How do you react to, especially Nermac here, because you did sense this sort of Arctic chill in the air, the weather changing, so it's not at all a surprise to you that you were able to sense it earlier, but the fact that you're seeing it now really, you are surprised that it's this much. You didn't expect this to happen at this time of year, so something is wrong. There's something afoot here. You sense there's something wrong, especially because it should be about summertime.
Nermac gets up and goes, "Oh, you feel the cold. It's in your bones. You know it's coming. You know what that means." Looks around at everybody. "You must drink to stay warm."
Oh God!
Down to the bar and he gets himself a mead.
Beautiful. Okay, and Zaya, yourself.
Oh, when he wakes up, he just looks around. He looks at the barbarian. And he just shakes his head. He's like, "Oh, what an idiot." Well, he's pretty much like quietly saying, "He's like, oh."
Just out of curiosity, can I roll a disadvantage to see if I hear that while I'm focusing on a task?
You can give me perception with disadvantage.
You know what happened last time I did this, right?
I'll say you just barely make out, sort of muttering under his breath, but you don't make out any words.
Well,
You sort of get the typical vibe from Zaya.
I know how he
obviously-
feels about the
Yeah.
barbarian, so I can put two and two together.
Yeah. So, and Zaya, are you heading downstairs for breakfast or anything like that, or what would you be doing?
He'll head down for breakfast.
Okay, excellent. And while you guys are down there, so Nermac, Violet, and Zaya, you guys approach the bar. You're all Marty presents you all with some food. He's layered up with everything that he can get. He's even wearing like a blacksmith apron over top of his whatever heavy coats that he has, and you can almost see his breath slightly as well as the rest of yours. He says to you, "I hope it's warmer upstairs. I've just lit the fire. I ain't seen anything like this before, but here's some warm food. Get it in your bellies." And then he serves up some mead for those that'll take, but he already knows Nermac all too well, so he finds the biggest sort of flagon he can find and fills it right to the top. And he says, "A champion's breakfast for you."
Oh, thank you. And grabs it and starts goes to chug the whole thing down at once.
Oh God!
So at this point, Marty sort of walks over to a window, and the window sill is probably up to like his hip, and even the snow outside is just as high as the windowsill. So you can tell that it's going to be fairly difficult to trek through that. You'd be trudging through the snow almost up to your hips, so that'll slow you down. So Marty says to you guys, "I wouldn't want to be traveling out there. You're more than welcome to stay for as long as you need."
Oh, we cannot stay that long. We have to get going towards the new town.
Don't tell me you're trying to travel up to Neverwinter.
Where else? Do we know it? Did he tell us that Neverwinter was
Oh,
frozen
yeah.
over?
I did.
Well, now he did. He probably would tell us in a.
Yeah, I think it was assumed that he relayed the information from his familiar to you guys.
So there's
yeah.
almost no point in us going another winter.
Well, so that's so. Why go to the winter? Neverwinter is frozen over. We will head to Boulder's Gate.
Well, that sounds like a smart idea. I figure the further south you get, the warmer it'll be. Can't imagine what must have happened for something like this time of year. I've never seen it in all my years.
He tapped his staff gently against the bar. It was a dragon.
A dragon? Impossible. Hasn't been a dragon for over 100 years in these parts.
Do I look like a liar?
Give him, I'm gonna have to roll. Insight.
What happened?
No, he says, "No, sir, you do not."
What I saw through my familiar was a dragon.
And did you tell him everybody there had been frozen solid as well?
Oh yeah, everything is frozen over. There's no safety or haven to the north.
Nermac clutches his sickle and says, "Was the dragon still there?"
No, it flew away.
Oh, do you know where it flew?
Not exactly.
What direction did it leave?
Oh God.
You do know that it would have flown south, and Zaya, you also know that the result of this cold is from the dragon, and it being the way it is now is probably a good sign that it has either flown past or has perched itself within the nearby area. it's the result of the snow.
Hmm.
I
Does it
like
say,
Nermac.
so it's either coming, it's already gone past, or it's in the area.
Hmm.
Marty will
Keep
say,
an eye out for this dragon.
"A dragon here? Please, this tavern is the only thing I've got.
Well-
I pray to the gods that he'll spare this lonely tavern."
To the gods, praying to the gods. Some things are beyond the gods. They can't always intervene.
Well, it is an holy tavern.
So that being said, I think at this time you guys might have finished up eating, and Zephy and Ashen you guys can make your way down or do whatever you please at this point.
Now, how
If there's
well
anything
did
else.
Ashen learn the mending from all the time I was trying to teach her to be able to cast it?
She'll get there. I think what I'll do is I'll have a little surprise for you next session on that.
All right. So we got that
So, yeah.
patched up. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
We'll head down.
Zephy, as you are walking down the hall and heading downstairs, can I get a perception check from you, please?
All right. Not a disadvantage this time.
No.
23.
Okay, excellent. So, as you walk down the hall with Ashen, you notice that most of the room doors are open, and that one of them is still closed, and that there's like a slight, signature of something or someone having been or is there. But you just pass it briefly, and you get this sort of telltale, and you walk down the stairs, and you see your comrades and party members having just finished up some breakfast, and Marty has some food for you and Ashen and some meat if you want to partake.
All right. Noticing that someone might be in that room, as we get down there, I'm gonna say, whisper to Marty, be like, "Hey, come here. Is there anyone else that's supposed to be here? Cause it's like someone's in that one room up there."
Marty you guys know that Marty is like a master of his tavern, especially serving drinks. He's been here his whole life pretty much. He's brought this place up from the ground up, and for the first time you notice that Marty is a little bit nervous as he spills a drink and topples over one of his flagons, and a bunch of mead pours out, and he says, "Oh, my apologies."
Nermac gets very, very noticeable and kind of unhappy with the situation. He says, "Oh, what is the matter?"
He says, Nothing's the matter. And no, there's no one upstairs. Why do you ask?
You wouldn't lie to us, would you?
There's meat on the floor.
Alright, before.
Nothing's the matter.
Okay, let me go.
Get an intimidation check from Zaya, please.
Well, damn.
He says, you can tell that he's scared. And can I get an insight check from you as well, Zaya?
Not gonna lie, can I get one too?
You can give him advantage on his. So roll one more time, Zaya. Okay, you can tell that he's lying, but you can also tell that he's very scared, and he's intimidated by you, but you can tell that he's lying, and he says, no, there would be no one upstairs. I mean, look outside there. Who would be traveling in this?
They'd be like, right. He's gonna stand up, and he's gonna go upstairs.
Oh shit!
I'm actually was already gonna go up there.
Oh, good.
I'm going up there with you. You can't go up by yourself.
Okay.
Of course I can.
So I have Zaya leading, Zephy following, and Violet trailing behind.
Ashen is staying downstairs next to Nermac.
Okay.
And Nermac is sucking the table dry.
Don't worry, I got you, Marty. Perfect. As you all approach this door that's closed, Zaya, you're the first. What do you do?
So tempted just to blast the door down.
Listen, both your characters can't be destroying Marty's fucking house here, man. I mean, they can, but you, by all means, do what you gotta do, Zaya.
He's gonna try to open the door.
It is locked.
I can try lock picking it.
He's gonna look to her and be like, "Go ahead."
By the way, I'm ready just in case an attack comes out.
Okay, so if Violet, you are going to attempt to pick the lock, can you give me give me a stealth check, and then a sleight of hand. Okay, excellent. So what you're going to do, Violet, is you sort of take a knee and you pull out these your thieves' tools and you begin to pick the lock. However, the individual inside, can I get a perception check, please? Oh, wrong button.
Perception check from who?
From you, Mike.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to her.
Nope.
I got you.
FBI, open up!
Yeah. Dominoes.
At least I'm not Eldritch blasting the door.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Oh god!
Yeah,
so
it's a 0.
it's all right that you don't hear the door click, but Violet, you hear a light click, and the door is unlocked. What do you do?
Since I'm stealthed, I guess I'll slowly open the door.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you can successfully slowly open the door, and you see an individual inside. And Karina, do you think that you would still be in bed sleeping or up and about?
Up and about.
Okay. The door slowly opens behind you. You don't notice as you're just sort of, gathering some things for your day as you have it planned out. But Violet, you see this hooded figure, an individual, just sort of packing up all kinds of gear to be heading out. You basically see a slim figure, about 5'2", in dark robes, hooded.
I don't know what to do.
Alright.
At this point, Zaya and Zephy would also see this individual.
Okay. What do you two want to do?
Now, I want to actually... Do I notice that this person potentially has, like, anything that stands out in their equipment?
The only thing that you might notice is, give me a perception check.
23, again.
Okay. So the only thing that you would notice right off the bat, Zephy, is that there's a small candle on this bedside table that this individual is standing beside as they load up their gear, and flicking through their fingers is a very unique hexagonal coin. You hear a whisper muttered under their breath as the flame from the candle disappears and jumps into the coin as they flick the coin back through their fingers and stow it away on their person.
Oh, come on now.
I want to pull
I was
out
about
my...
to snuff out the flame.
Oh no!
Actually, he's actually gonna light it back up, just like, boom.
Ah, I like that. So as the flame disappears with the flick of the coin here, with a spell cast from Azaya, the flame reappears, catching the attention of our individual. Karina, you turn around and you see a small sort of roguelike figure crouched in front of the door that had just pushed it open, and you see Zaya, this I guess you could say it's almost like a wizard looking character. He's got a staff that has just pointed towards this candle and turned it, lit it once you sort of took away the flame. So
Also,
it catches your
I
attention.
I want to pull out the coin, but before as he's doing that, because I have a coin that's similar to it, potentially.
Yeah, you do, and you see this female tiefling as well,
Um,
and she
what?
seems to be holding a coin as
Talking
well.
Oh, I thought he was a female tiefling.
No, Karina sees
Uh,
Zaya, Violet, and Zephy, but you notice that one of them is obviously a sort of like a rogue. She's got this sort of cloak on, and you can see she has a bow, quiver. You see Zaya in these sort of noble robes and a staff, and you also see Zephy, this tiefling that seems to be holding a coin that resembles yours.
First thing I'm gonna say is, where did you get that coin, and what are you doing in my room?
Those are fair questions. That is so what the hell are you guys doing in his room, and where did you get that coin?
Well, first off, I just happened to notice someone else was here, and we was told there's no one else. And Marty over here seemed to be like scared out of his mind when we brought it up, so we thought he might have had someone like dangerous in here, so we wanted to check it out. Also, about this coin, it was inside a cave where we fought a Cyclops with me, Nermac, and Violet here. It also had his weapon and a map, and I don't think Nermac told us about the guy meeting him with the sword. I don't, I don't think he did anyway.
The guy, like, in what last time at the cabin?
Yeah, did you ever?
Yeah, last
did,
time
did,
you were
no,
here.
you did-
no.
I still
Yeah.
have that Cyclops' heart.
But she saw it. But Rose
That's
saw it.
right. That's right.
So
Violet did see it.
So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out my my weapons, and I'm going to jump over to the tiefling with the coin, and I'm going to hold my weapons up to his throat and say that I want that coin.
Woo! Give me give me an acrobatics check, and then give me an intimidation check. Okay.
Honestly, really want to jump up.
oh yeah,
So trapped on the ground.
are you going to stand up as he jumps over?
Intimidation.
I really just want to stand up to block
So,
him.
And then-
Karina, you immediately sort of hop and roll so quick, and you almost blend into the floor with your dark robes as you suddenly appear, knife point to the throat at Zephy. And
Alright.
you try to intimidate her. However, Zephy, to combat that intimidation, I'll get you to give me an insight check to see how threatening or serious they are.
I rolled a 2 and got an
It's a
8.
tie.
It is a tie. Oh shit. What are we gonna do here? I will say,
Yeah.
With all,
200,
but
top player
here's,
wins.
but
So-
here, yeah.
As this is happening, Zaya is going to point a staff at her, and all of a sudden, a green orb starts to appear at the end of it. And he's like, "You really don't want to do that. Unless you want to feel an Eldritch Blast or two."
okay, give me an intimidation check, and Karina, give me insight.
Can I give him advantage because I have proficiency?
Negative.
What?
Doesn't matter.
I don't believe it. I actually love that. But you can still give me insight there, Karina.
He
I
did.
did.
17.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so Karina, you have your knife
can't
right up tight against Zephy's throat. Zephy and Karina, you both realize that you guys are sort of, you know that she means business, and you also know that she's not scared. But Zaya comes in, and now you're outmatched, outgunned, and your instincts, your insight tells you to lower your guard that you're outmatched.
All right, I'm gonna remove the dagger from his neck, but I'm still going to keep them poised to strike.
Right.
And I am going to once again tell Zephy that I would like that coin.
Give me a persuasion check.
I kind of really want this coin anyway.
What's so important about the coin?
Because it's similar to me.
Oh, Jesus. What is with these rolls?
It's all good. And then give me, I would say, insight as well again, Zephy. Okay, so I would say that you try to persuade Zephy into giving you the coin, but Zephy, you see no reason, and you don't see any sort of no reason to give up the coin. So your persuasion check failed.
Also, role playing it out, I would just say, why would I want to give you the coin? It's too similar to me. And I was going to go to the syndicate anyway.
So, Karina, you know that Zephy somehow knows about the syndicate and has a coin. So, how do you react to that?
Let's see. I'm going to ask him how he knows about the Devil Syndicate.
Think just about our entire party knows about the Devil Syndicate.
At this point.
At this point.
So because I can do thieves can't.
How much do you know about the Devil Syndicate?
How do I know you're actually a part of it and just didn't get a coin from someone else?
Ooh.
You also know something about a mom.
Give me deception, Karina, and give me insight, Zephy.
Natural 20, beat that.
Okay, so Zephy, Karina, you try to play cool where you kind of play it out where it's like, I may or may not be a part of the Devil Syndicate, but Zephy, you can tell that she is most certainly a member given from what you know about the Syndicate and the coin and even just her figure and clothes and stuff like that, even just her demeanor.
If I know since you're interested in this coin, you might be interested in knowing we actually have a map to even go to the syndicate. I'm pretty sure the weapon was probably belonged to whoever originally had the map. I think
the weapon belonged to a former member. It seems that fate had brought it into your hands, and so an individual had left a clue for you and a token to make your way there.
So yeah, we're gonna actually bring Nermac into this and be like,
still trying to drink up the alcohol off the table.
I'm gonna actually.
At this point, Nermac has finished drinking the alcohol on the table, and he's looking at the floor. He's kind of questioning the integrity of what's remaining on the floor.
I'm going to actually, while he's doing that, I'm like, hey, Nermac, hey, can you come here for a minute?
As he hears, he kind of gives up on his questioning and he starts heading up the stairs.
Perfect. So, Karina, you just sort of hear this loud thumping, like, because this large barbarian, this massive creature, bald, scarred, and stained with blood on what little rags he has left, and a sort of wispy beard shows up in the hallway, just approaches the door next to the remaining members.
What do you guys want?
Shoot. Hey, do you still have that blade from what you found in that cave?
This thing pulls out the sword
Yeah.
and just kind of holds it in his hand.
Okay, excellent. So, Karina, you see this large scimitar that has like a very strange engraving on it in thieves' cant, a sort of coded message that says, to remember to live and remember you'll die."
Let's see. I'm going to tell him that that sword belongs to my guild. And he can keep the sword, but I would like to inspect it.
All yours, and like toss the sword in a gentle manner towards him.
Okay.
Now, has he put his blaze away to catch it? I mean, she, rather.
I would assume so, yes. And then
I'm going to put my dagger back in its sheath and catch it with my other hand.
perfect. So, Karina, as you inspect the blade, you know that it belonged to a former member who was fairly high up the ranks in the guild. But you also know that the code is that whoever, if you die and you lose your stuff, whoever finds it again, you guys are strong believers in fate, so that whoever would find the sword, it would by fate belong to them by right, according to the guild code. However, they have not been able to identify the weapon, but because you automatically have sort of tie-ins with the history of this blade, you would be able to understand magical properties that are associated with it. That being said, you know that this weapon, along with other items from the guild, are generally enchanted with sort of benefits of flame.
Oh, God.
More fire.
Oh. A fire sword.
Yeah.
As I take it and just toss it back to him. This
Okay.
is yours. You keep it.
I catch it. I'll stare at it for a little bit. Take out my sickle and kind of start tapping it a bit.
Nice. Dink, dink.
And then I just kind of put it away. And hold on to it.
Okay, excellent. So you can hear Marty just rummaging around downstairs. What are the rest of you guys? How do you proceed from this point? What do you guys do?
Oh, Zai's gonna walk back downstairs.
Okay.
And he's gonna lean against the wall. He's gonna look at Marty, and in Marty's own voice, as he uses awakened mind, he's going to telepathically communicate to Marty in his own voice, because he's already spoke to him for over a minute, so he can mimic his voice.
Right.
He's be like, "The next time you lie to me, I will eviscerate your mind till you are nothing but a shell."
I'm gonna say that Marty is frozen stiff in fear, not from the cold.
So now that we have gotten past the point of aggression, I'm gonna actually say how you pronounce the name again? Is it Green or Gran?
Karina.
Karina. If you was planning on heading up north, it's probably not a good idea now, because Netherwinter's been frozen over by a dragon, unfortunately.
I need my token.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's your token?
You're damn right about that. Where is your goddamn token?
Oh, so I'm gonna stand up from the ground.
I've had you on the wrong layer. My apologies. There you are.
I've been crouched the entire time.
You have been crouched the entire time.
So I'm gonna stand back up.
I am going to go downstairs and notice the little girl.
Yeah.
And ask her who she is.
She is she's a little bit hesitant with strangers, and especially ones that are sort of cloaked and shadowy as yourself. So
Well,
she doesn't respond immediately.
I'm going to go and kind of pull her off to the side and pull down my hood.
Okay, give me um, give me a persuasion check.
by the way, I'm watching.
Oh my god, these
I-
frickin' rolls today.
It's okay. Yeah, well, she's fairly low level as well, so she she accepts uh, your introduction, and she just tells you with a little bit of hesitation. She's sort of looking into your eyes. She hasn't seen ones that glow the way that yours does, especially with the white pearl sort of pale skin that you have. And she just sort of says with hesitant, "My name is Ashen. What's your name?"
My name is Karina, and oh, where do you come from?
She again is a little bit hesitant, but she says, "I come from a place called the Blue Star Orphanage."
Oh, I know of this place. And
Ashen's eyes widen up a little bit.
I'm gonna ask her if she wants to see something.
She nods her head.
I'm going to very sneakily lift up my shirt so she can see my blue star on my rib cage.
The brand. She sort of cracks a bit of a smile, and she pulls down her shirt over her shoulder to reveal the back of her shoulder blade and shows you where she was branded as well.
People with blue stars.
Actually, but yeah, that
so
means Violet. Oh shit.
And two of them are rogues.
so you know of this place.
Yes, she reveals to you that she was taken there when her family was killed. They were basically, her village was raided, and she reveals to you that she was sent there, and that it was nice at first, but she was quickly put into hard labor.
Ah, yes, I've escaped this place. So
She was
she's surprised to
hear. She's surprised to hear that you escaped, because she knows that many have attempted, and failed.
Yep.
She also asks how old you are.
I am 25.
And then she says, asked you when you escaped, how old you were when you escaped.
18.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna wink at her and pull my hood back up and go over to the table and ask for some breakfast.
Okay. Marty will bring you breakfast, and he'll bring over a drink for you. It's not too much of an alcohol content, but it's enough that it'll keep you warm at least a little bit with the weather conditions. And when he brings it over, he says it's on the house, and he apologizes for his lack of description, but there was nothing he could do. He was sort of outnumbered and intimidated.
I'm going to glare at him and dump the drink out and ask for water.
Okay.
Oh, what does Nermac do? What does Nermac do?
After hearing what she said and seeing it spell it out, he's like, "Nope, that's on the house."
So there's a drink poured on the ground, and Marty will bring you over some water, and there's nothing he can do. It's actually very cold. It's almost parts of it have iced over. So, but that being said, Ashen is watching you with curiosity, and Nermac is definitely unsettled by the pouring out of the drink.
Why, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to drink it off the floor.
Well, Nermac is also looking around. He's looking at the chairs. He wants to know what the chairs look like.
Okay,
They're made
well,
of.
yeah, they're pretty beat up oak chairs. I mean, they've stood the test of time given that their material is oak, but they're definitely scuffed up a little bit here and there, but for the most part solid. I mean, there are a few that are missing some, collar ties here and there, but for the most part sturdy.
So as we want to look at the chairs, are able, you pull off the back and you almost have like a snowshoe made out of it because of the ribs.
100% because of the ribs, yes. And given that they're oak and they've stood the test of time, they would make pretty good improvised snowshoes for sure.
Oh, Nermac goes over to Marty and he asks, "How much for 2 chairs?"
Well, he points at 2 that are fairly beat up, and he says, "You can take those ones on the house. Anything after that, I'll charge you 5 silver pieces per."
He walks over to the 2 chairs and just yanks both the back parts off of it, and then says, "Marty, you want to buy 2 stools?"
Marty will say,
"You know what? These 2 are on the house, but the next ones are 5 clobber."
Doesn't want to argue with the large barbarian, so he says, "By all means, you have yourself a deal there, warrior."
So I'm gonna take the backs of the chairs and kind of put a rope through one side to keep them strong. And use laces to lace them up to make them to like a boot attachment.
Beautiful. Okay.
While
I'm gonna notice what he's doing, and I'm gonna finish my breakfast, and I'm going to glare over at Marty and say, "I'm taking the backs of 2 of these chairs, and I'm going to make me some snowshoes. I have a contract to fulfill."
Give me an intimidation check with advantage, Karina. So, Marty, seeing your sort of piercing blue eyes glare at him with intimidation, and given the fact that he sort of gave you up after you paid for discretion, he'll say, "By all means, take whatever you need. Please, I don't want any trouble."
Alright, also, I'm going to say, hey, Marty, I did do you a solid, though. That place that the barbarian busted through, I saw you did a patch job. I went ahead and made sure that all the cracks have fully went back together, so now it's fully sealed. You ain't got to worry about the draft coming through.
Yes, he'll say, yes, how could I forget that barbarian? Curse that monstrosity, destroyed my house. By all means, take a couple of chairs. Thank you for fixing and patching up that the upper floor wall there.
Well, I'll also let you know, he kind of tried to like wanted to kill us. So after we had dealt with something that nearly killed us all, our barbarian killed him because he just said do it because otherwise I'll kill you, and he died.
Nermac goes, "You're welcome."
Good riddance, I say.
Looks over to Marty and asks for his highest and most potent drink of alcohol that he has.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go ahead and give him 10 gold just for putting up with our bullshit.
Okay, nice. He'll accept the 10 gold, and Marty sort of flicks his finger and points at you, Nermac, and he goes down. He opens up this sort of cellar door that's in the floor. He takes a couple of steps down there. He sort of disappears behind the bar. You hear him rummaging around. A couple of things fall over. He comes back up, and he's got this miniature sort of keg, a small barrel, and it's got this gold banding at the top and a spout that's made out of gold as well. And he said, this was a gift to me from the capital when I served there in the military years and years ago when I was younger. He said, "This will cost you."
Does it Now, what's the alcohol content in this? Will it burn if I light it on fire?
Most certainly. This is by far, in all my years of barkeeping, this is the most potent and powerful alcohol I've ever encountered. And I wouldn't suggest drinking more than a cup, even for a man of your stature.
I just pull out 200 gold coins and I say, I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, I
He
made
accepts.
his day.
Yeah,
I'm
he
going to
accepts.
whisper in the little girl's ear and say, "Hey, you want to see how I escaped from the orphanage?"
She
going to-
smiles and nods her head.
I'm gonna ask her if she wants to see what I learned, and I'm gonna wink at her and start to walk out the door.
Okay.
To go and look for my contract. I
Okay.
don't know where the door is.
Give
over
me
here.
give me a stealth check. And I'll say with advantage.
He might actually get out the door without me seeing him then. He does it! I got a 19!
Well, at least for Ashton, you sort of throw your cloak over yourself and you sort of disappear into the shadows. But the door opens and a howling sort of cold wind blows through, catching everybody's attention. But momentarily, you sort of disappeared from Ashton's sight and some of the others until you approach the door, and you are now outside, and you would be placed right here. You have these improvised snowshoes, so traveling through this won't slow you down to about half speed, as it would be difficult terrain. You can give me a perception check with disadvantage, Karina.
Did Marty give me some as well? Since I patched up his wall?
Yes, you did. Yeah, he did.
Oh.
So,
Okay, so Karina, with the wind blowing all this snow, it's really hard to see, but you make out in the distance to the northwest that there seems to be something within the trees, the tree line there. It seems to be a makeshift tent that has pretty much been blown over and destroyed, and you can see some of the canvas is just barely flapping over the snow line. You make out that might be where someone was setting up camp throughout the night.
I am going to go over there, start making my way there,
Okay.
and go to investigate.
Okay. And what are the rest of you guys doing
Alright.
at this point?
I'm going to actually... I have been watching Ashen. I know she's been talking to her. I don't know what's about. They're going to actually... Cause it seems like she's actually kind of interested in the cloak figure that named Kareen. Or, I'm going to actually ask her... So... Find anything interesting about them? She seemed like a pretty interesting character.
She just responds that hearing of someone escape the orphanage is something she's never heard of, and to actually hear about this, let alone meet, is intriguing in itself. But she's sort of still loyal to the ways of the bard at this point, and more so the alchemy and the herbalism as well.
Oh, so there's a chance that she might have went over there. Oh shit. Oh, I gotta play my cards right now. Shit. And I'm gonna say, wait. So, wait. Does that mean she's the same? Get the little blue star, just like you and Violet here.
That's right.
Hey, Violet, you got another
Yes?
clue. The person has you might actually know something with this person from your lost memories.
lost memories. I more like I don't know who my parents are or much about the star.
Well, apparently that person escaped from the orphanage and actually knows things about it. Um, you might want to go talk to that individual before they
I
run
have
off
new
too far.
snowshoes.
Okay, I'll hand you my snowshoes.
Okay, I guess I'll put on the snowshoes and go try to follow the person.
Okay. So as you make your way over there, you've probably made it about halfway, Karina, through the snow. And Violet, as you head out, you can follow the tracks. And Zaya and Nermac, what would you be doing?
I notice Violet moves on through the tracks, and I go to follow her.
Okay, excellent. And Zaya?
Zaya is immediately gonna grab 2 chairs and break them.
Alright. Marty will just look at you and throw a little towel over his shoulder. He's pretty bundled up at this point, but he doesn't make anything of it. He just kind of exhales, and he's kind of thinking to himself, like, just get the hell out of my bar. You know?
He looks to
I
Marty.
want to give a Mark
He
gold
looks
for
to
her
Marty,
antics.
and he'd be like, "You're not gonna have a lot of customers for quite a long time. You might want to move south."
He nods and accepts your advice with a genuine nature. So he is genuinely concerned about the weather and the dragon, as you so spoke. So he will take that into strong consideration. And Zaya, as you sort of break these chairs, I'm assuming you're makeshift improvise some snowshoes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And do you head out to follow Nermac?
Because you can't trust the idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Zeffy's gave away her snowshoes. She's not, and Ashen doesn't have any. So I'm actually going to stay here and talk to Marty, since see if I can convince him to potentially head out with us, and he may want to consider a new location just in general, since he's got like 200 gold from Nermac, which that's a lot of gold for, and you can get a decent location in a better spot.
We had the NPC with us, they ended up dying.
Yeah.
Don't, okay,
So-
you weren't here.
Marty will say to you that he's founded this place and that it's tough for him to leave, but he's going to consider it and that he appreciates the offer. But for now, he's going to sit tight and slowly pack his things and belongings and have a proper goodbye and make his way south.
All right. I'm gonna actually let him know. Do you mind if me and Ashton stay here while you do that? Because I don't want to take her out into the snowstorm.
By all means, warm yourselves up by the fire, because he sort of had one started in the morning, and by now it's roaring pretty strongly now.
All right.
And now that we are outside Karina, I will say that you successfully approach. I'll say Violet, you make it about halfway, and trailing is Nermac and Zaya. So Karina, as you approach this campsite, it's definitely been covered and blanketed with a heavy amount of snow. Parts of it have sort of been dipped down and melted where the campfire would have been, but it's still all covered with snow. And you notice that there are a couple of rags that they're sort of like a bright red, and it sort of indicates the actual band of bandits that you're looking for. It's their sort of signature color. You sort of see one just sort of wisping about in the wind here. But as you sort of crouch down to investigate it, I'm going to need a perception check from you, Karina, with disadvantage, please. Okay. So as you're sort of rummaging through the campsite here, just out of the tree line, catching you by surprise, the tree sort of, you hear branches snap and crack, but it's nothing that's too loud because the winds are just sort of howling. And out of the tree line emerges this giant Yeti.
Boy,
you turn to see this Yeti, you can see that it's got these piercing blue eyes that seem to almost glow and surge through the howling winds and the snow drift as well. And to your right, you hear this massive growl, and these other two reveal themselves as they smash down a couple of trees. You find yourself surrounded by these massive Yetis. And I will get everyone to click on their tokens and roll initiative.
Okay, click token.
This is what the fuck did I just
Nice.
miss?
Bro, a net 20 on my initiative. That is bad.
Actually,
It's gonna be-
that reminds me of the special rule that he gave for
Yeah, I was
natural
about to
20
say.
initiatives.
Do what?
That's right.
Alright!
How do I roll initiative for my token?
So what you do
I
is you
click on it.
click on your token, then you open your character sheet, and then you click initiative on the character sheet there.
That's
Here.
definitely
Top
not
middle
it.
of the screen, just above, or just below your advantage, normal, disadvantage.
That's it. All it's opening is token settings.
Oh no, you have to. So once you click your token,
Yeah, 10, 38, and 14 pop
good.
up.
Yeah, then remember how I showed you how to minimize and maximize your character sheet? You'll double click on that tab to open the character sheet, then click on the word initiative.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There you go. And now you're on there, perfect.
Should I roll initiative even though I'm way over here?
Yeah, I think so, because in case you decide to run out, you can do so.
As if I even
Well,
hear
sure.
anything.
What am roared? Remember correctly.
It might not be because you hear anything, but it might just be because you decide to head out.
Alright, well, the problem is I already know what my first action is going to be. Well, I'm going to be playing music for Ash and sit over by the fire.
And we're outside fighting for Yetis.
Yep.
Get that going there.
Imagine the party wipes because I'm in here.
Oh God, don't jinx it. I would use the death to disappearance before I go down. And then run.
Okay, one
And I'm gonna
second
cast
here.
invisibility and run.
Actually, death to disappearance,
How
if
do
I remember
I-
correctly.
Boy, that's a slow Yeti.
Actually,
All
death
three
to
are.
disappearance, as long as you're within 10 feet of me, you can come in invisible as well.
Oh.
I did not have to roll 2d4 for how long it lasts, for minutes wise. So then you won't have to use magic to cast invisibility.
My invisibility lasts for up to an hour, so.
Okay. Alright, so, let's see here. Who's up first? We got Zaya with a nat 20.
Yep.
Okay. So, just a reminder that you get to basically go twice. So you
He's
get
gonna-
to go up with an attack, and then basically the turn
He's
over
gonna-
starts.
He's gonna move pretty far back, and he's going to instantly hit it with a Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Which means I believe it's 2 rays.
Yep. For level 5.
Yes.
Alright, and are you hitting, which one?
This
Yeti
one?
one? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Let me see here. Why is that not working?
music. Why does it sound familiar?
Alright, so a 10 and a 13 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Miss and oh wait, sorry. 10 misses, 13 hits. So you can give me damage for that. 5 force damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh no.
What?
Wrong button.
Oh, no.
Oh, blast.
Can you ask my other brother if he's okay in there?
No, he's got a killer chasing his ass.
Oh, why are you guys linked? Fuck off. Okay.
Wow, he juked the hell
Okay.
out of the guy.
So, Zaya, you managed to launch a blast. The first one doesn't quite make it. It's hard to gauge with the howling winds and the snow blowing, but your second one finds its target, landing for 5 force damage.
Roll a D100.
Yeah.
No.
Woo!
Fuck you, bitch.
Why you saying shit? Because my luck is somehow going off.
No, I can't get my token to unlink here. Okay, there we go. That's one. So that's one success.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
And you get to go again.
All right. He's going to move up 15 feet, and then he's going to cast Hellish Rebuke at level 4 on this one right here.
Number 2.
Isn't that a reaction, though?
No.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
One reaction, which you take... okay. Oh, man. If only I had more fire spells. Aw. Yeah. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast it.
Alright.
There we go.
For Yeti 2, right?
Uh-huh. Both are going to hit it.
Yeah, give me damage.
Wow.
Okay. Alright, so you seem to have a better understanding of where they are, so you sort of swing your staff around and you launch, hurling one blast, and you spin your staff around, you shoot another one, it fires off, both land, hitting their target, total of 5 force damage. Anything else for you, Zaya?
Do you need me to roll 1 or 2 D100s? 1?
Just one, yeah.
Woo!
There we go.
Alright, 2 out of 10.
Right on. Okay, and next up we have Yeti Number 2, who's going to approach you, Karina, and make an attack. Let's see here. Alright, so this first, Yeti Number 2 approaches you, Karina. It's a massive, large sort of monstrosity, and it looks with its eyes and gives you this chilling gaze. So, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay, well done. Let me see here. Okay, so you are not...
I'm just gonna stare right back at it and be
Exactly.
like, what, friend?
Exactly. So you are not fazed by this paralyzing, chilling gaze of this large Yeti, and you are now immune to these effects. But it is going to claw at you once, and then twice, both hitting you. And you're going to take 17 points of slashing damage, as well as 11 points of cold. 28 points of damage there. Okay. Next up is Karina. You're up.
Alright. I'm going to dual wield my dagger and sword,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to attack this Yeti. Actually,
number
I
two?
think I want, yeah. Let's see, hold on. Can I read what this does first? Let me see this. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, you can use steady aim and to get advantage so you can actually get to sneak.
Uh,
Yeah, but then you won't be able to move.
True.
yeah.
But what did you take? The uncanny dodge here, eh?
Yeah, he didn't use it.
No.
It would have took. You could have took half damage on one of those two attacks.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. I also have that.
I am going to just outright attack this thing.
Okay, so you're going to use your standard action to outright attack, so you can go ahead and give me those attacks.
Oops.
Both of those hit, so dagger does. So your short sword give me damage. Oh, your dagger misses, sorry. So
Yep.
the short sword hits for 8 piercing. Excellent.
And then I have a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to backflip very. How far can I backflip away? I have
Well,
30.
what you can do is your bonus action, I believe, if you're talking about cunning
Yeah.
action. So
Yeah,
you
I
can
can
take a bonus
dash.
action to disengage.
Yep.
Because now you can leave without any of these creatures getting an attack of opportunity on you. So using the disengage, now you're able to actually move up to 30 feet away, which is like what is that? 6 squares?
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
Pretty much where I am.
Pretty much.
back.
Because you know I'm
away.
going to move another
You can get
30
up
feet
to
away,
here.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna back way over here.
Okay, excellent.
And then
So
I'm gonna flip off the Yeti.
nice. I like your style. So if that case, give me an acrobatics check. Excellent. So you lunge forward, and with the snowshoes, you're able to get a bit of a good grip in the ground. You launch yourself up onto its thigh and upper knee. You're able to press off, do a backflip, and sort of roll and land into the snow, giving you a good distance away from the Yeti. And you're able to sort of jump up quickly and take a few steps back, and you are now about 30 feet away. Next up, we have Zephy.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I hear the Yeti when it yelled?
Perception, disadvantage.
Thought so. Nope.
No, I don't think you would hear it with the fire crackling inside and with all the wind howling and all that.
Alright. For my turn, I go by the fire. I bring Ashen. I'm actually gonna start playing music. So see if and just show her the ropes of what's the first instrument I'm gonna show her. I'll show her the flute.
Okay, excellent.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Yeti number 1 is going to charge forward and strike at you, Violet. And I need a Constitution saving throw from you. Excellent. So you manage to protect yourself and shield yourself from this chilling gaze as the Yeti tries to instill you with fear. However, follows up with a claw attack 1 and 2. And for Violet,
Armor class.
what's your armor class?
14.
Yep, meter exceed, so both will hit.
And then I can use uncanny dodge.
Yeah, and I believe the uncanny dodge is for 1.
An attacker, you can see. Let's see.
To have the
Hit
attacks
with
damage
attack.
against you, yeah. Okay.
So attack you see, and you can halve the damage.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take the biggest one, which is the 9 plus the 5, which is 14, so we'll make that 7. But you'll take 16 points of damage in total.
Okay.
Okay, and let me see. Okay, interesting. All right. So next up we have Violet.
Okay. So I gotta use steady aim so I can get advantage on the one next to me so I can attack it with my short sword.
Okay. Holy fuck.
Ooh.
And her
Alright.
snake.
No, she. Oh yeah, with advantage with the sneak. Fuck off!
One more time, because you got double the dice.
Don't even tell me it's another. How fucking believe it!
Oh man.
Holy shit! All right, where's my calculator? All right.
It's so much.
It doesn't matter what character she plays.
43 damage. Are you kidding me? Holy shit balls!
Flip off the Yeti.
Okay,
Uses this thing one shot.
Violet, describe your attack.
No, but it's. Oh.
Oh god. Alright, I'm using a short sword.
Yeah.
And it's taller than me.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll try to jump up and just cut its stomach.
Yeah.
And just slash its stomach open.
Okay, excellent. So, Violet, you sort of unhinge your feet from the improvised snowshoes because you need this sort of dexterous ability and agility, and you just hop from your snowshoes from one thigh to the other, gaining height, and you draw your short sword in midair, and you stab it into the creature's chest, ripping open its rib cage as you slide back down and just gutting it open with this massive gash. All of its innards fall to the ground in a pool of blood that seem to just disintegrate the snow, and you sort of flip off last minute off its knee and land right back into your snowshoes and click them right in. You managed to kill the creature in one fell swoop.
Covered in blood.
Covered in blood.
Hey, she's Nirmac number 2 now.
Did I just...
You can't move because of bonus, so...
I would try to just glare at the other two Yetis, but the imitation only has +3 to it.
Now we have Nermac. Seeing Violet create a pool of blood for you.
And
How do you react?
it's also all over her too.
As I see the Yeti fall to the ground from the one fuel swoop, I jump on top of the Yeti that she already slain, and I stab her in the back as I look up at the other two Yetis and scream and like roar back at them.
Nice. And are you raging? With that roar?
Not at that point. No, I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in yelling.
Yeah, I'm
A
trying to
savage
intimidate
war
them.
cry. Yeah. Okay, good. Give me an intimidation check. Okay, with the howling winds, your roar is sort of deafened, and these large creatures aren't phased.
At that point, I'm gonna move up. Yes, I'm already moved to there.
Yeah, you can move up.
What is that? 10.
Yeah, you'd make it. Yeah,
Go
you
right
can make it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go right up next to them, and I'm just gonna swing. My sickle.
Okay. Alright, so the 18 hits. 12
Oh, and
slashing
this fire.
and 11 fire. Oh, you're fully attuned to that sickle, aren't you?
He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, okay, so Let's see here. That's going to be 24 points of damage.
Does he have the
And-
savage attacker?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be 24. If I'm not mistaken. We take the highest of the damage, right? Oh no, sorry. It'll be the 12, 26.
You got this, man.
Okay, and then also because Nermac, you charge forward with your sickle and you strike at this Yeti, and the gash that you carve into this large creature sort of lights ablaze, and its fur has caught on fire and singed. Now, the Yeti has a fear of fire, and so if it takes fire damage, it's going to have disadvantage on any attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn. So Yeti 2 is at disadvantage here. So, Nermac, you used one strike.
I'm gonna step to the side of them and try and kick them into the other Yeti to spread the flames.
Yeah, but you have extra attack, don't you?
I'd have to go. Don't I have to rage for that?
No.
I think.
A reckless attack. Oh yeah. Okay.
No, I think you just have extra attack.
What else when you're good?
Yeah, just to give me the damage. So 15 hits, and I'll give you the 22. Okay. Alright, so describe your attack, Nermac.
I'm just slashing at it cross, like an X through its abdomen as I make my swings.
Perfect. As you sort of carve this giant X, the creature sort of tries to hold its belly and innards together, but it collapses forward and falls, creating a large sort of puff of snow. You've managed to slay this one down, no problem.
Oh no, I missed that.
Okay. Nermac, is there anything else for you?
I can still move that, yeah. I'm gonna move up to the other one.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and push it away.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Oh God, no!
Holy shit. Okay, how do you do this? Are you just pushing him away? Like, are you just charging into him with like your shoulder and bashing him and sending him back? Yeah. So, Nermac, those solid oak snowshoes they're making up for it now. You've managed to dig yourself into the snow with a heavy crunch with each step as you hurl yourself forward. You thrust your shoulder into this Yeti, catching him right in the abdomen with a little bit of a jump. You manage to wind the creature and knock him back about 5 feet, giving yourself an attack of opportunity. You can strike. Okay, that hits with 12 points of damage, and it has disadvantage now because of your fire.
Dear Christ.
I get back and Zaffy's just gonna see me covered in blood.
Oh, if I see that, I'm gonna say, "Are you learning from Nermac?"
God. No, I just end up covering blood for killing a Yeti.
1 second.
Yep.
Okay. Come on. Shoot.
Oh no.
Okay. And next up we have the Yeti's turn. It's going to charge at you. Nermac, can I get Constitution saving throw, please?
No.
Okay. Nermac, this creature was winded. You sliced it. It's going to sort of rage itself as it gazes at you with its chilling blue eyes, and they sort of warp with this unusual energy, and you find yourself sort of paralyzed in fear. You're going to take 3d6 cold. 8 points of cold damage.
Oh my gosh.
And you are now paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw At the end of each of its turns, so the end of this guy's turn, you can try to end this this sort of paralyze the paralysis. But for now, you are incapacitated, which means that you can't take actions or reactions, and you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage, but because you struck him with fire, it'll be normal. And any attacks that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Okay, so the creature is going to follow up with a couple of claw attacks against you, and they're just at normal. Otherwise, it'd be at advantage. Okay, and now I think both of those hit, right? What's your AC? Yeah. So, and they're considered critical hits. So it means I'm just gonna double the damage on it. So the 10 plus 2 is 12, 18, 20, so 40 points of damage.
That's not gonna feel good.
That hurts a little bit.
Yeah, that hurts a little bit. Yeah.
And let me guess, you got health, don't you?
I still have a little bit.
Yeah, so it's the end of this creature's turn, but just before Zaya starts, you can give me a Constitution saving throw, Nermac. That's a pass. So now you are free from your paralysis, and you are no longer you can no longer be petrified in fear from the chilling gaze. Now, however, Zaya, before you start, just 1 second here.
Another appears. But this time,
however, this one, it goes for the house.
Oh,
it's a much
shit.
larger Yeti, and Zephy, this creature starts smashing the actual building. You just see a large claw sort of tear in while you're playing the flute with Ashen. And Zaya, it's your turn. You can roll to give me perception on that one. Otherwise, your focus is primarily on the initial encounter.
Looks like you don't notice it.
No.
Oh, hell no, it's the big one.
They have an ability to sort of blend in with the snow with their stealth checks and all that, but also just the crashing of the building is hard to hear with the howling winds and everything.
So he's going to
Eldritch
Blast it.
Eldritch Blast coming up. You sort of spin your staff and hurl, both landing. Give me damage for both, and then roll that D100. 15 points.
Ah, it would have been epic for 3 in a row.
Nah, no worries. Anything else for you, Zaya?
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Next up, I have Karina.
I want to see if I can see the other Yeti over here at the house.
Yeah. Give me perception with disadvantage.
Don't worry, guys. I can 1v1 this thing. As the bard player says.
Marty there?
I have Marty there. Marty can tank.
Okay.
Oh!
Karina, you suffered quite a heavy blow from fighting. You are more as you look around, your vision is a little bit blurred because of the damage that you took, and you can't make out anything in the snow, driven winds and anything like that, and you can't hear the building being crashed into either. But you're certainly have focus and sight on Yeti 3.
All right. I'm going to charge this Yeti.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack it.
Give me sneak when you attack, please. Check it off.
Okay.
Because Nirmax within 5 feet of your enemy, he's considered an ally, and you'll gain the sneak advantage.
Okay.
Oh.
That's 22 on both still, though.
Yeah, I know, but exactly, that's what I was going to say. So give me damage for short sword and dagger.
Sneak on one of them, though.
Oh, let me get this disadvantage over here.
Yeah. $21, I believe.
Yeah.
21 points of damage. Describe your attack, Karina.
I'm going to climb this Yeti like a tree and then stab it in the eyeballs.
Okay, nice. You manage to plunge your dagger and then your short sword in, and each one is doing damage as you make your way up, climbing this creature. With your legs sort of dangling, you manage to plant them into its chest, and you get a foothold right in between the ribs where it's loose, and you pull your daggers out simultaneously, your short sword and your dagger reverse grip, plunging into the eyeballs of this Yeti, killing it. As it crashes down, for flair's sake, give me an acrobatics check. With advantage, please. Excellent. As the Yeti comes crashing down, you manage to use the momentum to sort of roll and land with almost like snowfall, light as a feather, into the snow, killing the creature.
I'm going to look at this Yeti and say, "Remember to live and remember to die."
Oh, excellent. As you do so, a portion of the flame from Nirmax's sickle enters your coin, and Nermac, your blade loses a bit of its flame momentarily, but the blade itself is enchanted and so regains its full sort of fiery effect. Karina, you can check off the inspiration on your character sheet as you've just gained a point of inspiration. Anything else for you on your turn? Like bonus action or remaining movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading back towards the
Okay. As you make a step through the snow, give me an investigation check. Just regular, please.
You would only get there. Are there?
Investigation. Where's my
investigation? You found. Oh shit! 19.
That's with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gotta remember to click off of those
afterwards. All good. As you take a step in the snow, Karina, something crunches just underneath the top layer of snow, and you lift your foot to reveal a sort of just like a loose boot that is got a sort of red band around it, and it leads you to see very faint dips in the snow. They are obviously tracks that have been covered, but you can see that the layer of snow is not uniform, so it sort of dips here and there, and it sort of staggers and offsets, and it leads you to a sort of track that takes you generally in this direction into the wilderness. Now, that being said, I'm gonna jump over to Zephy. Zephy, this creature just sort of destroyed the house, and you can see this massive Yeti. What do you do?
Alright, so is the fireplace still intact? Or at least the fire still going?
Negative. It has been crushed with and rubble choked, I would assume.
Alright. Where's Marty, by the way?
You can see that both Marty and Ashen are sort of covered in a little bit of rubble. You managed to dodge a little bit as you are more battle-worthy.
Alright, so they're basically stuck.
They're basically stuck.
Alright, now I'm gonna say to both of them, you will not die here this day. I will charge the Yeti. And I will Dissonant Whispers at level 3, not holding back. And I'm just gonna, instead of it being a whisper, she is legitimately screaming, "You shall not pass!"
Nice. Wisdom saving throw.
I
Oh
scared the
God.
shit out of it. Let's go.
Excellent. So that'll be, what is that? 11, 8, 19 points of damage?
19 points of damage. And there's also something else it does. It has to flee at some point. I think it's just this reaction. If available.
Immediately use its reaction to
Yeah.
move as far away as the speed allows. Okay.
Alright.
Let's see here. That'll be. Alright. Excellent.
And as it's fleeing, with my bonus action, I'm going to knock away some of the rubble away from Ashen so she can potentially get out and go assist Marty from getting uncovered.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you an attack of opportunity as well.
I'm not taking it.
Okay.
I don't want to mess with it. That's why.
Alright. So you can free up Ashen as you pick up like a couple of like tables and chairs, and you find her there. She is unconscious.
Ah, shit. And I just used my bonus action to find her. Damn it. And I can't move her, so I use my action and my bonus action. I'm going to be bold and be the parent that she is. I'm going to stay right here and wait for it to come back.
Okay. Let's see here. So Violet, Nermac, Karina, and Zaya, you all see this massive Yeti charging as it's sort of pounding into the earth. You can feel the rumble in your belly as it seems to be running. It almost looks like it's going towards Zaya, given all the wind-driven snow and the heavy winds and all that. But it's basically just close to these ruins off this, what was once a path here, all covered in snow. But you can make out this creature just making its way north. Violet, what do you do?
I'm gonna sheath my sword and take out my bow, and I'm gonna use steady aim to shoot at the Yeti.
Okay. And with sneak, go ahead. Give me the sneak damage on that.
Okay.
16.
So when you're talking about the unidentified bow, you're talking about how we can like.
You want to attune to it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Try to, I guess.
Yeah. So we need to identify it first,
and
then we can attune to it. So you can spend time identifying it, but every time you use it, there's a chance that you can put points towards the identification. So you can give me a D100 and it'll work just like attunement, where you can basically get like 1 out of 6 just to identify it, though, not attunement yet.
So D100 to identify it?
Yeah, and we're doing 75 or higher, I believe. Okay, nice. So that is 1 success for identification, 1 out of 6.
So bonus action, and I can't move, so that'll be end of my turn.
Okay, Nermac, you're up.
I'm going to move full distance to there.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that, but you're going to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I think I'm supposed to get that with advantage. I think I get that with advantage.
Oh, it's all good. So, Nermac, you take a couple of steps, and your makeshift snowshoes, the toe part sort of catches on something, and you do trip and fall, but you've opened up this chest that was buried in the snow, and you basically take off running, just thinking that you tripped on something. But Karina, you notice that this chest was opened, and you see inside. Basically, there's no snow obviously inside there, so you can make out all kinds of basically coin purses, loose gold, some looks like makeshift raggedy armor, as well as weapons. But it's just something that you catch in the glimpse of your eye as you sort of hear and see Nermac trip over this thing. But Nermac, in your barbarian fashion charge, you continue moving forward.
And when I get as far as how far is a throw attack?
Oh, hold on, like your whip?
Yeah, I guess it has to be a whip.
Yeah, let me just check, because you also have a special whip.
Nope.
The range, I would say, is about 10 feet. But you have javelins that can make it far more than 10 feet.
I don't have more javelins left, so I'm just going to stay there where I am my turn.
Alright. You could also spend your bonus action to... your standard action to dash.
Did he use his standard action to dash?
I'm just going to stay
where
I am.
Okay, sounds good.
Wait, how much movement does he have, actually?
40. He got 40, but he can use standard action to dash and get 80.
Oh, I didn't know if he was dashing or whipping.
No, just no normal. Nirmax got a lot of movement.
How do you guys get the measurement?
In the corner of the screen, there's like the select menu, and there's like brush and magnifying glass, and then one of them is like a measurement stick.
With a circle around it. Pretty much the fourth one on the bar.
You can also grab your token and press Q and drag your token.
Yeah.
What is it?
Or you can hold left click on your token and then right click anywhere, and it sort of gives you an average measurement. So Nermac, that's it for you?
Yep.
Okay, so the Yeti, I don't believe I have to do any sort of saving throw or anything. Your Dissonant Whispers effect is over.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see who I'm going for here. That'll be 2, 4, and 6. 4 is Nermac. So Nermac, this thing's gonna come charging at you. You are immune to its gaze. However, it's going to use its cold breath, and this will be hitting both Zaya and Nirmac. So can I get Constitution saving throws from both of you guys? Okay, both fail. That'll be...
Well, I think you just party wiped us.
I'm gonna use my my inspiration
I'm
on
down.
that.
Okay, go ahead and use your inspiration. Oh my lord, hold on a second. Did that work? DC 18. Yes, so you only take half on the successful. So, Nermac, you're going to take 31 points of cold damage. And Zaya, you're going to take 62 points of cold damage.
And I'm down.
Okay, so this massive, abominable Yeti charges forward to you guys, and it spreads out its arms and releases this huge growl, pushing all of this cold Arctic chill that turns into like these sharp icicles that shoot into you, dealing massive amounts of cold damage. I think both of you guys are down.
So it's now down to 2 rogues and a bard.
And I have movement left, so let's see. That'll be 2, 4, and 6.
I just hit my
The
elbow.
creature comes charging down towards you,
Oh no.
All right.
Zephy, and I have 2 claw attacks left.
All right. On the first one, I'm going to actually do something that's going to give it disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm going to Hellish Rebuke at level 3.
Wait, could I have Hellish? Oh no, because I was already incapacitated.
It also hits you with a breath weapon, not a attack.
It's still a weapon. That's still an attack.
So, dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Alright. Dexterity.
It fails. It takes
Fail.
21 fire damage.
Okay.
And that's after it gets hit with the first attack on me. The second one will, since it's got fire all over it, it'll have disadvantage on the second attack.
Okay. So let me give you one more claw attack for that then. We'll take the lower of the 2. That'll be 17 to hit.
That will still hit regardless, yes.
Okay. So you'll take 16 slashing plus 8 cold.
This still has a little bit more damage then, because it hit me with 2 attacks, right?
Yep. The first one hit you. Let me give you damage for that.
Oh Jesus.
12. So that'll be 28, 30, 40, 48 points of damage.
Snap it down.
Is that really 48 damage?
I think
Oh,
so.
24. Oh shit, is it actually?
48 points of damage, yeah.
Wait, are you saying now it's down to 2 rogues?
Actually, yes, it is down to 2 rogues, but it is on fire. I go down. That hit me for more than my max HP.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I hope Ashen wakes up and gives me a potion.
Yeah, exactly. Zaya, you're up.
He's down.
Death save, success. Karina, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna
Y'all
come.
need to stock up on healing potions.
Can't
Yeah, I
use
don't have
healing
any
potions. Can't use healing potions if you go down in one hit.
Oh god.
I'm gonna
Still be helpful.
meander over to Violet here, and I'm gonna ask her if she's got any healing potions or any kind of healing.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, it looks like the situation here is pretty fucked.
No
But I'm
shit.
gonna go and yeet myself at this Yeti.
Mama
Mama didn't
Awesome.
raise no poo nanny.
I'll support you from behind.
And I'm gonna make my way
Are you
If
gonna?
you can use-
over here.
You can get there with your bonus action.
Yeah, you can dash it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bonus action dash this thing. I might need to bonus action dash the frick away from it trying to slash my face.
Well, it gives her advantage. Well, she don't need advantage, but yeah, it's
You
up
just
to you.
steady aim.
It's just steady aim. It's up to you.
We'll steady aim the shit out of
So,
that.
Karina,
Yeti.
what are you
Yeah,
doing?
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll bonus action dash over to it. I think. Can I make it from here to
You should be able to.
here
Yeah,
with
for
my
sure.
move?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And then
Go there.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use. Is steady aim a bonus action?
Yes, but if you move, you can't use it though. But it is on fire.
Right.
I don't know if that helps.
You know, it'll have disadvantage attacking you.
So let's see. I'm going to attack it with my short sword and my dagger.
Fuck it
I
up.
don't get sneak on there, right?
No.
Because Zephy's down.
Don't even need it.
Oh my god. Okay, give me damage for the dagger. Give me damage for the short sword. All right, so that'll be 11, 16.
Watch me nat 20 stand up and I make it run again.
Okay. So, anything else for you, Karina?
I have no movement or anything else left, right?
Okay, yeah, exactly.
No attacks or anything, then I
No,
guess.
because you use your standard to attack, you use your bonus to dash, and you use your movement up. But yeah, okay. So, Zephy, you are up.
Alright, Zephy's gonna roll nat 20. Natural 20. I stand up.
Shut the fuck up.
I call that shit. I stand up. I make it fucking
He said, "I stand up.
I stand
I'm
up.
not dead."
I stand the fuck up, bitch.
So do you have 1 health?
1 health.
Okay.
God.
Loose, slap this bitch.
I stand up. It sees me stand up after getting beat down like that. I'm just
Kick the Yeti's ass.
Zephy's inner mom fury comes out. You don't underestimate the mothers. And then she's going to, with that saying, she dissonant whispers level 2.
Okay. Okay, dexterity.
Wisdom.
Sorry. Wisdom.
It fails, it runs away.
Okay, and that'll take 12 points of damage.
Yep.
Forced to run away.
Can I first, for Flare, say I'm intimidating it?
For sure, and I can give you an attack of opportunity as well, and I would also give one to Karina.
I intimidate it.
How do I attack of opportunity? Do I
You
just?
just choose one of your weapons and give me an attack. That'll hit. Give me damage for that short sword. 6 points. So as it's running away, you manage to slice at it for 6 points of piercing damage. And do you want to give me one as well, Zephy?
Zephy is actually not going to use her reaction.
Okay.
She's going to creep forward 5 feet. She's going to creep forward 5 more feet. She's going to look towards where other people may be.
Yeah, you'll see Karina there.
I'm gonna look at her and ask her if she's got any healing potions or spells.
I do have spells. My apprentice / daughter has a healing potion, but she got knocked out of conscience. She's thankfully still alive. And I will, for my bonus action, can I see Nermac from there?
Yeah, you can, but it's very faint.
Alright,
because he's a large guy, you can see him laying in the snow.
Long as I can see him, I'm going to bonus action. No, I can't bonus action healing word because I use a level spell. Damn it.
Okay.
I forgot about that rule.
I'm gonna shout over to Violet and tell her we might not be fucked.
Awesome!
We might not be fucked! Awesome! Alright, EOT for you, Zephy?
That will be EOT.
Violet, you're up.
Steady aim, short bow. Don't think that hits.
With an 11, no, that does not hit. So you plant yourself, you try to take launch an arrow, but the wind sort of sends it off its trajectory, missing.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can really do.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with the freaking killing that one Yeti though. I'm just.
Alright, Nermac, it's your turn. Do what I did. Do what I did.
Nat 20, death save.
If anybody does it, it's Fubar / Nermac. He almost did.
Are you shitting me? Holy fuck, man. Well, that's one success. Holy shit. So close.
Now the question is, who is this Sam Yeti gonna run after this time?
You know what? Okay, I'll give you a pass.
I've done made it
Okay.
flee twice now, and
The
this ain't.
Yeti's gonna come charging at you, Violet,
Jesus.
and it's going to. Let me see if I get that recharge. Nope.
Thank God.
So it will claw at you once, twice.
Does it have disadvantage?
Yes.
does.
Five?
It does have disadvantage. So let me do one more, two more.
That 12 will
I
hit.
will. I will.
So
Act,
it'll be 16 and 12.
I'm.
16 will hit you.
Can I see it from here? Is it,
Give me. Well, I can say that. Yeah, you'll see it from here. It's
made-
fairly large.
let me double check my range. Yes, I can. I am going to cutting words as first attack.
Okay.
I'm going to scream.
Spending a bardic die.
Yep. I'm going to scream and say, "You are no true Yeti."
Oh, it screamed, fuck you.
Well, that too. So, shoot. I believe at level 5 is D8, or is it still D6? Fuck. I ain't used this in forever.
For bards?
Yeah.
I'll find out for you right now.
I mean, my armor class is 14. This is first attack 16, so.
Yep.
For
Threshold
bard, it'll be. What level are you? 5?
5 D8. Let's go. Let's roll this D8, boys. It's a 2. But your armor
Oh.
class is up at 14, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. I tried. At least you have your cutting.
Yeah, it might have uncanny dodge, so I can
Yeah,
have.
so it's a D8 for you, is that right?
Yep, I rolled a 2.
2, and it still hits you?
Yep.
Yeah, with a 14 just hits
And
you.
I can half the damage.
So that'll be 18 slashing plus 11 cold is 29. Half the damage, we'll call it 14.
14 total.
Yeah.
I have 8 health left.
Okay.
This looks like a party wipe.
Now let's see here. That'll be. Oh, let me double check something. Attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its turn. Okay, so now the flames are gone. This abominable Yeti is back to normal. And Zaya, it is your turn.
Thank you for the fire.
2 success.
All right. Looks like I might live.
All right. My next question is do I have to attune to that magic sword that Nermac has?
Yes, you don't have to identify it. You do have to attune to it.
Sag.
Yeah.
Alright, go up and kill this
So-
Yeti.
I'm going to move over to this Yeti. If he's down, do I still get my sneak?
No, but you do get it from Violet.
Yeah, she's up, so you'll get the sneak.
Okay, cool. I'm going to stab this thing in the face again
Okay.
with sneak attack.
As long as it hits.
Yeah, I don't think those hit.
The 13. No, doesn't hit. Neither of those hit. So you go to strike at this thing, but you sort of plunge yourself deeper into the snow and you lose your footing. Just shy with your short sword and a miss with your dagger. I don't know if you want to use your inspiration, if you still have it or not, but there's
Yeah, I do.
that option. Yeah, so that means that you could re-roll those with advantage.
Yeah, let's use my inspiration on that. Clicky clicky. Advantage.
God!
Oh my gosh.
God!
Okay.
Yeah, well, I still miss.
Yeah, both of those miss.
Your injuries had affected your ability to attack.
Am
Yeah.
I gonna cut another Yeti's gut open?
All right. Is
Yeah,
there
it's
any
gonna be
bonus,
my turn.
Any bonus you want to use, Karina?
Let's see, what bonus actions do I don't really think I have any.
You can attempt.
Wait, hold on. I've got a flask full of oil.
Oh God.
I'm gonna ask Violet
I have
if she's
a
got any.
tinder box. And
All
it
right.
contains candles.
With my bonus action, I am going to chunk this flask of oil at this thing. I'm gonna open the top and chunk it at it.
Okay, excellent. I will say, just give me a D20. You know what? If it's gonna be Dex, just give me a dexterity check.
Yep, and this is where
You're good at these.
I'm great at these.
What?
Oh, that's
yeah,
with
saving
advantage.
throw. Yeah, but just normal dexterity check, not saving throw.
Yep. Oh, I'm bad at these. The whole turn is just.
So, you threw your casket of oil, and it just sort of bounces off the Yeti's belly and lands in the snow just in front of it. It's probably still a chance to lure it closer and light it on fire. So it's basically just between you and the Yeti, this casket of oil. Next up I have Zephy.
Zephy is now got her full movement, but she's in different terrain.
So that'll be half,
Because
you don't have the
snowshoes.
Yep. I don't even need to move, though. I can't tell if they're dead or not, so I'm going to attempt to finish this Yeti off.
Okay.
I'm going to make it run again. I ain't giving it an option. It's going to run. I'm going to Dissonant Whispers again. 16 damage.
16 damage.
I am now piercing his mind with my gaze and just
you hear
using the
Yeti
flute.
Sort of roar as it sort of grabbed its ears and shaking its head, and it flees.
2 up attacks.
2 up attacks. Karina and Violet can both strike.
No one advanced.
That hits Karina. Give me damage.
No sneak though, I don't think on.
No, sorry, it'll be 4.
Twice on accident.
I can't see. I'm legal.
And then that'll be short sword 5.
Yeah, 12's not gonna hit, so.
Oh, you're right. It won't hit.
I see you.
All right. So, charging away, Karina, you manage to just slice at its heel as it gets away. Violet, you try to slice, but it moves too quickly, and you're just shy. Anything else for you, Zephy?
I go back 5, 10. I go back into here for this. I'm going to use my bonus action to at least attempt to look over Ashen to see if she's received any wounds.
Okay.
And I guess that'd be like a medicine check or something.
You don't see any wounds, but she's still unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now EOT for me.
Next up, I have Violet. You see this Yeti charging away.
What
do you do? Steady aim, short bow.
Get
That's,
this.
22 hits with 7 piercing damage.
And the sneak.
Sneak.
Oh,
my
she
god.
She was 1-2 away from max damage on sneak.
Okay, Violet, you sort of focus your sights down the shaft of the arrow to the tip. You raise your arm up a little bit slightly to gauge the distance, and you let loose this arrow. It flies, hisses through the air, breaking off chunks of snow that are falling in the air, and it pierces right into the back Achilles heel of this giant abominable Yeti, and it collapses down, and you can see that it's injured trying to get up, but it can't. It's sort of on one knee. Next up I have Nermac.
Alright, we'll go for another death save.
That's 20.
There it is!
me I get my full turn then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up with 1 health.
I'm just going the opposite way because I feel like I got robbed.
Oh my god, 1 health. He's going for it.
I don't think I can make it.
I literally
Yeah,
I can make it.
Yeah, 40 makes. Yeah, you can make
Well,
it.
he has.
Running
Well,
right up at it.
he loses half
And
from standing up, doesn't
At
he?
this point,
So-
I'm going to. It won't matter. I'm just going to attack it with the sickle.
Hmm.
And I missed
Okay.
that one.
That's a miss there. That's a hit. Describe your attack.
I'm running at it, and I just kind of dive forward with it in my hands.
Nice.
And I go to pierce it.
Nice. So the sickle has this like wicked curve, like a half, like a moon, like crescent moon. But you flip it reverse grip. You charge forward. You dive, and you just scrape with your body weight, holding tightly against the pommel of your sickle, and you carve this creature's side right open, killing it on the spot. Excellent job, guys. Nermac, can I get a perception check with you, just normal, please?
Oh, he got his death save over here too. He got his third one.
I just made my last one.
Yeah, and he's up. Thank you. Okay, 1 second.
Oh, he's
So,
actually
what-
awake.
Okay, so Nermac, you see this chest that you had kicked open before, and with your perception, you see a shiny glass vial, as well as like coin purses, other trinkets, loose armor, loose gold, loose weapons.
I'm kind of like all cut to shreds and bleeding and dying, but I still crawl with one arm, pulling
Nice.
myself towards the chest to look what's inside of it.
Okay, you will find 5 potions of healing,
Oh my god.
200 gold pieces, dagger plus 1.
What's up with you and dagger plus ones?
Oh.
Plus 1. And how much? Oh, armor is in there. Okay. Breastplate.
Five potions of
Shield.
healing.
Okay. That's all the contents of the chest there.
Alright.
Why didn't we think about looking into the chest for any
Well,
potions?
I'm going to immediately drink one of the potions.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna check
I
on
think
Marty.
that's 10 health automatically for you.
While he's going through that chest, I'm going to walk up on him
Yep.
and ask him what he found in the chest.
I
I'll
just
tell
kinda
him I
point to the
noticed
chest.
it. I noticed it earlier.
I point to the chest and I say, "Have your own look."
Yeah.
And I also
I'm gonna
hold
ask
out-
him if it's okay if I
potions.
take the dagger, the short sword, and one of the potions.
I say no problem. I hand him one of the potions, and then I just walk away from the chest at this point. But I take the gold. I already took the gold before you ran. First time I
Perfect.
snatched.
So what you're gonna do on your character sheet is just add potion of health, the way I showed you with the plus button, and then Karina, what you're gonna do is on the top of the top right of roll 20, there's an I in a circle for a compendium, and you're gonna type in dagger. And then you'll
I
see-
in a circle.
Just next to the journal.
Next to journal, there's like the main chat bubble, the art library, the journal, then there's the compendium. It's like an I in a circle. The top right where that cog was for settings, when you had to change your name and all that, there's like a tab
Oh, okay.
for compendium. So you'll click on that, and then you're gonna
Okay, I see.
type in dagger.
I see journal, right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm clicking on, right?
No, next to
No.
journal, the
Okay.
I. Yeah, the compendium. And then it'll just say like D&D 5th edition, and it'll have like a search bar that you can type into. You're gonna type in dagger,
Uh huh.
and then you'll see there's dagger +1.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna open your character sheet. So Karina, when you have it open, when you click and drag dagger +1, you can drop it into your character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then you'll notice that now under your attacks and spellcasting, you have dagger +1, and you can click on that instead of using your regular dagger. And now you'll have to do the same thing. Instead of typing in dagger, type in short sword.
Yep.
And then find the +1 and drag it in there.
A D100 for identifying.
Oh, she did use the bow again.
Yeah, you'll have to use. Give me a D100. That's a fail there. But Zephy, you said you were in the building looking for.
Yeah, I'm checking on Marty to make sure if he survived the building part of the building collapsing.
Let's find out. Oh, fuck.
You sound disappointed. You killed him, didn't you?
Marty, I didn't kill him. The dice did.
You killed your dice. Kill all your NPCs.
Well, yeah. I just rolled in that one, so Marty unfortunately is dead.
Oh,
and,
damn.
Unfortunate too, because Zaya. It's so unfortunate because Zaya was like, "I suggest you head down south," and he was considering it. He was just gonna pack his things. But that being said, Zaya, what are you doing at this point?
Well, he's gonna go back. He's gonna see that he's dead. He's be like, "Well, everything here is no longer need. He doesn't need anything here now." So he's just gonna start trying to look for his stuff throughout the.
Give me an investigation check.
I will assist as well.
Woo!
But I can't really assist.
Yeah, you can. You'll get advantage on yours, Zaya. So with an 18, you find a coin purse on Marty's person, as well as when you sort of push over all these shelves that had fallen down and some barrels, the cellar door, and you can take a few steps down there. And as you do so, you also find a safe that Marty has. Unfortunately, you don't have the key.
Wait, did I just take the coin purse of 200 gold that he just that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
There's a safe, right? Grab it, could lockpick it depending on if it has a keyhole.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Ashen and carry.
It does have a keyhole. You could pick the lock, and you're picking up Ashen and carrying her.
Yeah, I'm going to take her downstairs out of the cold.
I guess I'll come back to the.
While they're doing this, I'm going to look at Nermac and tell him that I've got some contracted bandits I got to go kill, and they're this away, and I'm gonna motion.
Nermac.
Motion towards this way.
Yeah.
I guess
like far away or close, like within the same area.
Judging from the tracks, Karina, and your knowledge, they probably will be, especially with the weather, maybe about a day or two's travel ahead.
It seems as though they're probably about a day or two's travel away.
North or south?
Northeast.
Oh, hell no.
Nermac is very.
I know where Zaya's going with this, but Neverwinter would be northwest. So there could be a chance that you find a transition from the Arctic conditions.
Because we just came from the northeast.
No.
You came from south east.
Huh. Right.
Plus, it's between them. We're not there.
I guess I'll try to lockpick the safe.
Yeah.
Okay, give me that'll be sleight of hand.
Before she does it, I want to use a bardic inspiration. I think you can. I'm making sure she can actually use it.
Ability check, yeah, it'll be fine.
Alright,
so it'll be a D8.
Alright.
Do I just roll normal?
No, you just roll sleight of hand. Yeah, normal.
And I'll roll a d8. I'm gonna say, you can definitely do this. You did a good job earlier.
Nice. So, Violet, you hear the inspiring words of Zephy. She sort of places a hand on your shoulder of reassurance, and you, very stealthily, very professionally, with expertise, you just manage to get the lockpick, the picking tools right in there, and you're sort of fidgeting around with it, but you can feel a lot of resistance. So you sort of flip it around and try to sort of cross your wrists over one another, and finally, with a turn, your elbow sort of reaching sky high, you hear a click, and the safe pops open just slightly.
Open the safe
Let's
fully.
let's see what he was holding out on.
He's got 170 gold pieces in there. So I'll type this in. 170 gold pieces.
Dude, if
He's
he,
got one pearl.
I was about to say if he has a pearl in there, I'm gonna flip the shit.
Please identify the bow.
And let's see here. He's got three original sort of documents here. It's just like his licensing, his land, his lease, and he also has a contract that's he has with Neverwinter for deliveries for mead and ale and stuff like that.
Wait, you mean I have documented for a piece of land now?
Yeah.
But it has his name on it, doesn't
It's
it?
in the name of Marty Ogburn. Yeah.
You could say
He's
you
dead
as
now.
the widow.
Okay.
No.
He has an assortment of jewelry, so he's got two silver rings. He's got one gold pendant. And he has an old sort of decorative military insignia.
Also, he was ex-military.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and then that's it.
So I'm gonna immediately say, me take this pearl. I can actually use my spell now to figure out what that bow is.
Yeah.
It only takes 1 minute to cast it.
Okay.
So while they're doing that, I'm going to come back down over here, and I'm gonna notice the little girl unconscious.
Oh, she's downstairs. I carried her downstairs.
Where's downstairs?
Yeah,
And
you can find her.
Yeah, you'll find her right next to Zephy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to walk over to the little girl and poke her on the forehead and tell her to wake up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Zephy's gonna look at you and be like, "She's knocked unconscious. It's not gonna wake her up."
Well, she starts to fidget around, and her eyes sort of blink rapidly, and they slowly open up, and she's very dazed, very confused. The first thing she sees is you, Karina, hovering over her.
But I forgot.
She just says, in confusion, like, "What happened? Where am I?"
Well, the owner of this establishment, I mean, I
Dead.
motioned towards him. He seems to have not been alive.
Unalive.
And I'm going to take my hood down and look at her and be like, "Are you okay?"
She says that her head hurts, but that she feels all right. She slowly tries to get up, but her legs are weak.
I'm going to pull out my
I'm gonna give her my healing potion and tell her to drink it, and then pat her on the head, and turn to Zephy and the rest of them and tell them I have a contract to go and murder some bandits. And if they'd like to join in this murderous fun time I'm about to have, they are welcome to follow.
Nermac followed him into the house, and as soon as he starts saying that, he's like, "Yep, yep, yep."
Nice.
Now,
So, Zephy, you see Ashen drink the potion. She still has one on her person that you gave to her earlier. She feels rejuvenated and just a little tired, but she's at full health. And Karina has offered you and the rest of your party a chance to join in on a bounty that she has.
Alright, I'm assuming the identify spell finished.
Yes.
I'm going... Also noticing that she says that her head hurts. I'm pretty sure there's a bump on her head. Going to pull out my herbalism supplies and use a couple basic ones that to... what would you actually call that? I forget what you actually call the stuff you put on bumps when you put a bandage over it. I forget what you put in there.
It's like
Lisborn?
No, it's like the Aola plant or something like that.
Yeah, something
Olivera?
Like that.
Aloe vera, yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah.
I'll take some of the basic ones that are not made for making the potions and just fleece tend to the bump on her head so that will heal up properly.
Okay, so you guys can try to seek refuge here for the night as it's sort of late, and traveling at this time might not be the smartest as you're going to suffer from fatigue. So if you want to take a long rest here, you still can. Part of the building is still up, but the upper rooms and the bar area have been sort of smashed. But you can try, and the chimney's sort of choked and caved in with rubble, but where there was a stage for performing and some chairs and seats, it's still, you could sort of set things aside, and you have plenty of wood from oak tables and chairs to try to light a fire and stuff like that.
I have a tinderbox.
We don't have to try to light a fire. I can just light it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
also,
need.
I wanted to say that the bow has been identified as the Oath Bow.
Yes!
And so, Zephy, you can return that to her after having identified it.
Yeah, I already gave it back.
Nice. So Zaya and Nermac, Karina, all of you guys can decide how you want to spend your long rest.
So Zaya's going to take the original documents and a silver ring. And he's going to slip it on his finger.
Okay, excellent.
What if that's magical?
Wait, you want the original documents and one of the silver rings?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, my character can deal with these original documents much better than you guys can.
Well,
yeah, you might even be able to pass off as Marty. I mean, he was seen as an old man when you first met him in the cave.
While they're all distracted, I'm going to talk to the kid, and I'm going to pull out one of my now extra daggers, and I'm going to once again pull my hood back down and get down to her level.
Yeah.
And I'm going to place the dagger in her hand and say, "You want to know how I escaped?" And
you're going to do it again?
Give her the dagger and tell her this is how I escaped.
Okay. So...
And tell her to protect herself.
Exactly. So she sort of gets the impression that you used it to kill, and she accepts it with a little bit of hesitation, but she does stow it away on her person, and when she feels the weapon like on her hip, she immediately feels like this invigorating sort of strength that comes with it, and even her posture has kind of changed, and she seems a little more confident and strengthened by having this weapon now.
Oh God.
It's like a cop getting the gun on his hip for the first time.
Dear God, Michael,
I
why?
get the oath bow in my inventory.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
there's no
You go to,
way I'm not
you go
gonna
to
notice.
Impendium, type in oath bow.
I typed an oath bow, but I don't see anything.
I think it can though.
OATHBOW, all one word, or even just type in oath.
Yeah, it's one word.
Yeah, it's a.
Okay, I see it
And
now.
then you should be able to click and drag it onto your character sheet. You will have to attune to it.
Figures much.
Now, hey Bagels.
Yeah.
There's almost no possible way I'm not gonna notice that she has a dagger. I'm clearly gonna know where she got it.
Yeah, I think that's fairly obvious. But at this time, I'd like everyone to decide how they want to spend their downtime before they take a long rest.
Zaya is going to gather up some of the chairs, break them into pieces.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save some of them for snowshoes for me and Ashen.
Yeah. But he's going
That's
to
true.
pile it into like what looks like to be a teepee, and then predigestion.
Yeah.
Predestination.
Press the dissertation.
Yeah, that one. And he's just gonna light it on fire with it.
Beautiful. So you sort of point your staff, and now we have this crackling fire, providing you all with some nice heat and warmth. And I would also say, just sort of safety. It's comforting.
Yeah, but he's gonna stare at the group. He's like, "You lot of fools! Do you not see what's happening? And you want to go find some bandits? There's a lot more at stake than bandits."
I'm going to look at him and say a contract's a contract. You gotta kill who you gotta kill.
Nermac.
Get in the way and you'll be next.
Oh, do you really want to go down that road?
Just chill.
Everybody
For the
chill.
moment. For the moment, after you have to fight Yetis.
Now, hold up.
Yeti, chill, man. Yeti,
While this is going on, I'm going to grab Ashen, pull her away from the party, and like, they might get into a fight. Let's not stand in the way.
Okay. Let me just roll the dice here.
I will try to make potions or some for.
So as you try to grab her away from the fight, she rejects and pulls her arm away from you and says, "I want to see."
You can see, just don't get in the middle of it.
She has her arms crossed, arms crossed in front of her chest, and she just stares, watching the two just bicker back and forth. But at this time, how are you spending your downtime, Zeph? You want to make some potions?
Yep, and I don't know if she's still interested in learning the potions.
You can try to persuade her.
Alright, well, I am going to persuade. 15.
18. She is not interested.
My character might turn around and just backstab the new character.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Jesus, chill.
Yeah.
So, can I roll perception for this?
See a fight?
Can I perceive this? Please.
Yeah, you can try to perceive it.
Oh, that was not supposed to be advantage. Aw.
I would say you were a little bit offended of Karina's statement, so you're more focused on her at the moment. But Zephy, what potions are you trying to make right now?
Well, I was going to make healing potions.
Yeah, so you have some red ingredients that you can use up.
Yep, I still have 6.
Okay, so you can go ahead and try to make some.
Sorry.
Yep, I made 1.
That's 1 success.
There's 2.
That's 2. Yeah, what's your DC? 12?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you can keep trying if you want.
How many times am I gonna be able to try?
I think. Let me just roll a d6. See how many you can get. I think it's safe to say you can have like a standard of 2, and then you can do 5 more.
Yeah, I got a 5 out of a d6.
Yeah, so you can always do 2 no matter what on your downtime, but rolling an extra d6 here, you can get an extra 5 attempts.
Alright.
Oh man, if these characters make it to the higher levels, I know the first person who my character is going to forcefully dominate mind on.
That one failed.
Congratulations, man. You've successfully become the target of becoming a thrall. Which is permanent if I succeed, by the way. You will not be able to ever have your mind the same again.
Failed.
I won't
You'll
allow it.
succeed. You'll have something to fight with.
Well, I failed
But
2 of
I'm
these.
going to step between him and the kid, and
I failed the other 4.
Yep, no worries. So you can obviously get rid of the ingredients, but you have what, 2 successes and 2 health potions.
Yep, so I'm going up to 4.
How many successes do you have in total now?
Just 4 out of all the times I've been trying.
Out of 10?
4 out of 12.
Okay. That's right, it changes, yeah, because your DC is 12. So you need 12 successes. Okay, so 4 out of 12, almost there.
Shoot.
Alright, a third, alright, and Karina, you said you were stepping in between?
yep, I'm gonna step from right here to right here.
Okay.
To in front of Zaya. And I'm gonna tell him he's being a little bit too loud in front of the kid.
I really want to just pipe up and just try to.
You know what? You're
I'm gonna
right.
hit him
He's
with
gonna-
intimidation.
No, he's going to point his staff right to the fire and he's going to snuff it out. Good luck making your own fire. And he's just going to walk away.
Can I try to redo the fire in my tinderbox, please?
Yeah, survival.
Jesus. I clicked it, but I don't know if it went through or not.
Yeah, that's success. You strike a flint and stone, and you strike the flint. You make some fire successfully, as because there was one already there. It kind of immediately lit up. And so Nermac, how do you and Violet, how do you guys want to spend your downtime? Is there anything you want to do? Read book?
I want to kind of learn more about the Blue Star Orphanage.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
you could definitely inquire about that with Karina and or Ashen. And
Well,
Nermac, how would you be doing your downtime?
I go to the cellar where I stall and pull out the mead or the alcohol barrel that he gave me.
Yeah.
And once I go down there, I look for any other type of alcohol that is still stored.
Give me an investigation check.
Probably just end up asking both of them about it.
Okay.
That way all three can have a discussion.
So, unfortunately, there's none of the good stuff left. It's the bottom of the barrel. But you find a little bit of mead left.
He leans against
enough for a couple drinks.
Leans against like the wall, and Barrow kind of sits down, opens up his book, and
Nice. Has a drink and
some of the mead.
Yeah, excellent. So, give me an intelligence check. Excellent. So you can add another success onto that book. And how many are you at now?
5 of 6.
Okay, beautiful. All right, and so go ahead.
I just screwed up I changed the sickle instead by accident.
Oh, okay. No worries.
I'm gonna let him know exactly what that sword is.
So, yeah, okay, if that's the case, then Karina basically identifies the scimitar for you, Nermac.
Alright.
And you know that it's the Devil's Scimitar, and that it's, you'll have to attune to it now that it's identified, but you do know that it has it has similar enchantment to your sickle. So it has a fire enchantment on it.
All right.
And then I'm going to walk over next to the kid and be like, we orphanage kids gotta stick together.
Now, speaking of which, Violet will probably approach you guys and inquire a little bit on the orphanage. Because, well, I guess I don't want to spoil it, but go ahead, Violet.
Yeah, I want to know more about the Blue Star Orphanage because I also have a blue star on the back of my right shoulder.
Prove it.
Okay, I'll show the right shoulder.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look to the kid and I'm gonna be like, well, looks like we got a third.
But the thing is, I didn't grow up in the orphanage. I was raised by a dragonborn, so I'm quite confused about all this. That's why I'm asking about it.
Seems to me that you were probably a slave.
But why would a slave have a maid? Because with the dragonborn my mother raised me, she said there was a maid nearby that was killed.
So give me a history check, Karina. And I'm going to give it... Actually, no, I don't think I can because Ashen's too young. But yeah, go ahead. Give me a history check. So, Karina, your character's 25 years old. How old is Violet?
21.
Okay, perfect. So, Karina, in your time in the orphanage, you heard rumors and gossip. They were just, tales of a particular individual who was actually born in the orphanage and was basically the daughter of one of the, I guess, the maids that worked there.
Ah. So I heard rumors of somebody being the daughter of a maid.
Yeah,
that could or could not be you.
Exactly, and that would explain why she was probably not put into the slavery. She might have been favored, being the daughter of a maid that worked there. Now, Zaya, is there anything you're doing on your downtime, like reading or inquiring about anything?
Oh, the only thing he's really gonna do. He's gonna telepathically speak to Nermac, and he's be like, "Watch the thieves. They can't be trusted. If you do this, and you take them down, if need be, I will give you an army to fight."
Nermac looks at the mead he's been drinking, and kind of stares at him and says, That's a new one.
And I'm gonna take the in between talking to them. I'm just going to glare at Zaya.
Not like you know what Zaya's saying.
No,
what?
It's all telepathic, but it seems that Karina has some sort of intuition that's drawing her attention to you, Zaya.
So I'm just gonna glare at him because he put the fire out.
Nice. And what were you saying, Violet?
So what you're saying is that the maid that was killed, was found dead nearby me, was possibly my mother.
Possibly.
There's a chance of that, yes.
So I still have no idea who my father is. Great!
Yeah. So at that...
And I'm just, I'm gonna look at Violet, and I'm gonna say the same thing that I said to the kid, and I'm gonna say, we orphanage people gotta stick together.
So,
nice.
So where the hell am I at in the party at this point?
Well, you were making potions and taking away.
But our party's kind of splitting up here, in terms of who's allying with who now.
Yeah. Well, that being said, can I get a perception check from the party, please?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Nermac in his
Okay.
drunken stupor.
Yeah, exactly. But so Karina, you're a little bit more focused on Zaya and still a little untrusting, it seems. However, the rest of the party, you guys are all sort of dying down and heading to bed. But all those with a perception of 12 or higher, you can hear the large flappings of wings and a huge roar of a dragon flying through the skies above you. It seems to have just passed over you guys, but it certainly caught your attention, and you guys will call it a night here and pass out, and tomorrow's another day.
But as it
We'll
happens,
continue next week. Pardon me, go ahead.
As it happens, Zaya's just gonna point to the sky and he's like, "I told you."
Nice, and that's where we'll end the session.
And it might end up being turned to ice.
All
So-
right, guys.
EXP.
EXP.
Yeah, it's looking.
No, I said
Did we get EXP for last session?
700.
Well, no, we didn't kill
do
anything.
last session.
True.
No, I gave you guys a little bit. Yeah.
just realized that entire time my character was just covered in blood. Yeti blood.
Yeah, actually. It seems like Ashen is probably gonna not want to have anything to do with Effie at this point, even though she's the reason she's still alive.
You can
It's possible. You never know.
she can still consider you her mother, but she might just end up wanting to be more like a rogue than a bard.
Well,
That
Depends.
just depends.
Maybe even a subclass.
it wouldn't surprise me.
Hooray,
Yes.
level up.
6,000 XP to everybody. So for Karina, what you're going to do is on your character sheet,
I'll take average.
you're going to type in under experience points. Just type in 6,000.
Where is experience
Top
points?
right, kind of like near background and
Ah,
yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
6,000?
6,000. That Yeti, the abominable Yeti alone was worth like 5 Gs. Okay, so
how much do I need to level up?
I'll find out for you. So what's gonna end up happening is when you have a certain amount of experience points in that bar, there will be a little icon of a hammer and anvil that appears next to the 6,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have quite enough yet to level up. But I'll find out here for you.
Oh, this is interesting. I get to choose 2 of my skill professions or one of them in my Prison Thieves tool, and my proficiency bonus can be doubled for any ability check.
Oh, nice.
I am so glad I just picked up Entropic Ward. Oh. That is so helpful to have.
I'm definitely going to click stealth.
Entropic Ward is such a good thing to have. Oh.
I got additional magical secrets, so I can take any type of spell, and it doesn't even have to be from my spell list.
I'm going to do stealth and deception to double it. Because you never know when you're going to need it.
The hell is Intellect Fortress?
I have a +9 on stealth and deception now.
So, Karina, for level 5 to get to level 6, you need 6,500. So you only need 500 points more of experience, and then you'll level up. So by the time it says 6,500 or higher, there will be a little icon next to the 6,000 that you can click on, and it'll take you to the character mancer, and then you can level up.
Cool.
Okay, but it's only appropriate that these guys are a little
Yeah,
bit
that's
higher
fine.
than you. Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, I'm not
also,
tripping.
yeah, but also
Not upset at
because
all.
you have your own contract, as soon as you complete that, then you'll probably get a bonus that the others won't, and that'll kind of even us out down the line. So I think my point is that everybody will be evened out eventually, but it'll just take a little bit.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. I just joined. I'm not
No
upset
worries,
at all.
man. Well, how did you enjoy your first session?
I liked it.
Nice.
It's screaming back and forth. It looks like we're not gonna be factored in. Awesome.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Me and Zeffy gonna have a conversation about the kid.
Oh, I already know, Michael.
Had to keep it in mind.
So I'll leave you guys to it, and for next session, I'll have a couple of surprises for the kid at least, and that's it.
Oh yeah, because I was teaching the kid mending before.
Yeah. So
we're also gonna start teaching the kid how to assassinate people.
Hell no, we are not.
So I'm gonna log off, guys, but I'll see you next week, same time, same channel.
Okay.
Yep.
I actually won't be late this next week. I get up at 7 on Wednesday.
Alright, well, hopefully you can make it.
I will.
Alright, have a good night, guys.
You too.
Later.
Ciao.
My deception and stealth is ridiculous now because I have a +9 on both of them now.
So Michael, you're trying to steal the kid and turn him into a guild member?
No, Goose. I'm not trying to steal the kid, turn him into a guild member. I'm gonna teach the kid how to kill people.
Yeah, but that kind of goes against what Zeffy does. It's the exact opposite. Where she's supposed to.
She's gonna learn how to defend herself.
Well, I agree with the defending of self, but not just going out killing people.
You guys don't want Zaya to die. You really don't.
I kind of do, so I could take your staff and multi-class into Warlock.
Yeah, but you know what happens if that happens, right?
Asmodeus probably be like, what the fuck happened?
Armored Sauron comes into play.
Oh.
Armored Sauron?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like a friendly figure.
He's probably going to be a...
Karina and Zaya's going to
He's
have
most
a
likely going to be an Oathbreaker
too.
or Treachery Paladin. No, he's not going to be friendly.
Wow.
Because it's 7th level.
Alright, kids, it's 11 o'clock. I'm
the
going to
channel divinity for
All
him will be Control Undead or Dreadful Aspect. At 7th level, he gains Aura of Hate.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with Nermac.
Update my computer.
Alright, bye, kids. Thanks for letting me play with you guys.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
Damn it, Michael. Well, it makes sense. They're from the same orphanage. I love your interactions with his barbarian though.
What's that?
I love the interaction with your barbarian and his warlock.
Yeah.
It was just like, what the fuck? The thing is that what's going on seems like it's actually genuinely how it would actually happen.
Well,
let's see. What can I do to mess with Zaya?
Don't make me break the staff right here. I'll kill everyone.
You wouldn't fucking dare.
Want to bet?
I know you wouldn't, because you don't want to fucking campaign.
I'll party wipe the whole team.
You want to go back to level 1 and start over?
Is it guaranteed or?
Oh, if we all die, yeah, probably.
When I break it, yeah, it's guaranteed.
Oh. I got a spell that can mess with you.
And what's that, huh? If I were to break it and you are right next to me, you're going to take 8 times 50, which is, what, 400 damage?
Well, here's the thing. I know you like to go invisible.
So I've used it once.
But your imp...
And you haven't seen me use it, though.
Your imp goes invisible.
And?
I want to be able to see where your impy boy is at.
But he's not here.
I don't know that, so I'm taking the spell because I want to know where your impy boy is at. Whenever he is around. You know what's funny though? Well, I really was thinking we was about to have a party wipe from just us starting to kill each other.
We almost got wiped out by that Yeti.
Yeah, no shit. And then I fucking called my nat 20.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Well, honestly, we needed it right then.
Yeah. I mean, also making him run away twice was helpful as well.